technology. Omotoso said the event with the theme Unpacking Barriers to Ease of Doing Business, Accelerating Business Growth will have members of the Lagos State Executive Council, permanent secretaries, and heads of relevant departments and agencies of government in attendance. He said speakers for the event include the Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Olayemi Kadoso, Special Advisor to the President on Ease of Doing Business, and the Presidential Enabling Business Environmental Council, Jumoke Oduwole, Director General, National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, Mojisola Adeyeye, the Director General, Standards Organization of Nigeria, Ifeanyi Okeke, and others. Omotoso said previous editions have recorded significant achievements, such as granting water licensing concessions to the organized private sector, including a 5 years arrears waiver and a 75% permit waiver by the state government. The Lagos State government has reiterated that all its enforcement actions regarding the sanctity of state environmental laws were informed by the interest of the greater majority of residents. Commissioner for the Environment and Water Resources, Tokumbo Wahab, stated this during a conversation with the Royal Institution of Chartered Surveyors, Lagos State Chapter. According to the Commissioner, most of the enforcement actions were preemptive and they accounted for the almost zero fatalities that would have been experienced around the state with the magnitude of rainfall it experienced. Wahab charged the estate surveyors to always engage in due diligence for all construction they want to embark upon or supervise by ensuring that drainage clearance permit is obtained for all structures located near drainage channels. He reiterated that the state government is investing in relevant, resilient infrastructure that ensures that the state can contain runoff of heavy rainfall, which ensures that flood water subsides a few hours after the rainfall. The Lagos State government, in collaboration with UNICEF, is set to launch a team of community mobilizers across the 376 wards to sensitize Lagosians on cholera, thereby eliminating its spread among the populace. Social and behavior change specialists, UNICEF Lagos office, Aderuke Akinwole, revealed this in an interview with our health correspondent, Adirayo Idowolaya, saying that the training of mobilizers will commence on Tuesday. Akinwole said with the commencement of the training of trainers initiative, 1,128 community mobilizers will be armed with necessary information on preventive measures.
So together, let's take responsibility in curbing the spread, in preventing the outbreak, and in preventing deaths that can occur from cholera. If you can take care of your hygiene, be your neighbor's keeper. And if you see something, say something. If you see your neighbor that is actually defecating in open, try to speak to the person. If the person is not listening, try to call on the government to actually reprimand such persons. And we also call on government to make sure that policies that foster environmental safety truly enforced in Lagos.
Akinwole commended the efforts of the Lagos State government in curbing the outbreak of cholera, while also pledging continued support of UNICEF to amplify government's efforts in curtailing the spread of the disease. It will be recalled that the Lagos State Primary Healthcare Board, LSPCB, with support from UNICEF, recently held a Train the Trainer sensitization program on cholera social mobilization outbreak response to combat its spread in various communities across the state. As part of efforts to get more residents to enroll for Ilera Eco scheme, the Lagos State Health Management Agency, LASHMA, and the Lagos State Residents Registration Agency, LASRA, have collaborated to ease the registration process for the state's social health insurance. Permanent Secretary, Lagos State Health Management Agency, LASHMA, Emanuela Zamba, said the uptake of Ilera Eco's social health insurance scheme for Lagos residents in collaboration with LASRA would enable the state government to achieve the universal health coverage for Lagos residents. Zamba stated this at a joint media briefing organized by LASHMA and LASRA at Folari Koka Staff Clinic, Alausa, Ikeja. She said LASHMA had continued to strengthen awareness on enrollment, as about 1.1 million enrollees had registered for the scheme, while imploring residents to key into the initiative to access quality healthcare services and enjoy the dividends of democracy.
With the introduction of our Ilera Eco installmental payment, known as Ilera Eco Pay Small. This is to accommodate residents who cannot pay the premium at once, especially those in the informal sector. They can pay monthly, quarterly, or biannually. In spite of all these efforts, and many more not mentioned, we have the opinion that we still need to intensify our efforts to ensure that most Lagos residents enroll on the scheme.
Permanent Secretary, Innovation, Science and Technology, Ibilola Kasumu, assured enrollees of data protection as the ministry ensures compliance to the law guiding the procedure, noting that the collaboration between the agencies will ensure that residents' unique identification were adequately captured.
Ensure that everybody has access to government services. And the way we can do that is by uniquely identifying you and giving you a means to do that. That is what births the LASRA card that has 28 applets. One of the applets being the national card. Another applet is the county card for transportation, and so many more services will be birthed on the card.
In her remarks, LASRA's General Manager Bilkis Adebi Abiola also said the collaboration on the registration of enrollees of Ilera Eco scheme will ensure a reliable database for all residents, making Lagos a smart city while addressing challenges facing e-government for the overall development of the state.
The essence of being here today is to underscore the critical importance of registering with LASRA. LASRA serves as the gateway to essential services provided by the Lagos State government. Today, I want to specifically emphasize two key benefits that registration with LASRA affords: access to the Lagos State Health Insurance Scheme, as well as seamless access to a plethora of Lagos State services.
And that was LASRA's General Manager Bilkis Adebi Abiola. Lagos State government has advised truck drivers to adhere to speed limits both within and outside the state. Special advisor to the governor on transportation, Shola Giwa, gave the advice after a loaded containerized truck fell and trapped a female biker around CFAX in Wat Igomu Bridge, Lagos. Giwa, who confirmed that the incident occurred at approximately 6:15 a.m., said preliminary investigations revealed that the truck driver who was speeding lost control and caused the truck to fall on the female biker while descending Igomu Bridge. While expressing his condolences to the family of the deceased, Giwa also advised motorcycle operators, both commercial and private, to obey traffic rules and regulations as stipulated in the Lagos State Transport Sector Reform Law 2018. Operatives of the Lagos State Traffic Management Authority (LASMA) and other emergency responders have recovered the body of a female biker while the driver fled the scene upon realizing the severity of the accident. Just before we go, carry out proper and adequate checks on your vehicles before setting out. You can follow us on like all our various social media platforms on X, Traffic Radio 961, Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. On YouTube, subscribe and watch us live on our channel, Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website on www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration provided 61,000 units of single-dual composite furniture for secondary schools? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. For contact with the newsroom, please send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. And that ends the news broadcast compiled by Adeswa Ejoka. I am Akan Usen. Thanks for listening and please stay safe. Good evening.